Education is the freedom of opportunity. It's important to all of us as individuals, it's important to us as a society, it's important to businesses and to the economy. Without education, we become very narrow-minded and limited in potential.
I think with every year that goes by, it's more and more important for young people to pursue their educational career because the workplace is getting very, very competitive, particularly in more difficult economic times.
I think it's key to everything. Certainly if people are looking to becoming journalists, when I started I got a form of apprenticeship and those sorts of things don't really exist. I mean they are there, but they're like hen's teeth these days. So most people we take on are going to have done a first degree and a postgraduate course in journalism. So it's really important.
Everyone has a duty to oneself to invest in yourself, and investing in education, learning new skills, learning how to be employable through gaining problem-solving skills, through gaining confidence, to knowing about other people and where they're coming from is all part of education and all part of our learning process.
I think employers look for a really broad package of skills when they look at prospective employees. I think they really want to see a good record of academic achievement. But they also want to see that people have broader experiences. They want to know what people's interests are. So ultimately, I think they're looking for a well-rounded person, but their education is a really important part of that. What's really great is that in Cornwall there's now a really wide range of opportunities for young people to pursue higher education and also further education, skills courses and apprenticeships.
The world is an ever-increasing competitive place. We take it for granted that less developed countries such as India or Pakistan have low-cost labour, where in fact they are producing more graduates and more higher qualifications than even we are here in the UK. Cornwall needs to be a more competitive place. Therefore, its people, its students need to be the best educated that we can so that we become more competitive and more successful. Does it make a difference to you? Absolutely. Because you want to earn the best salary, the best income that you can in a job that you choose to do. And in so doing, help make Cornwall a successful place to live, work and study.
To young people picking up their results this summer, I would say good luck. I hope you get everything that you want and I hope that your results open the door to the next step in your career.
The best advice I can give you is to be the best first-rate version of yourself and not a second-rate version of anybody else.
To people who maybe don't get the results that they were hoping for, I would say don't worry. There are plenty of opportunities out there. If you're just able to pursue what you enjoy, then that's the best way to a fulfilling career and kind of the educational achievement that you'll need to do that.
I suppose the big message would be if you want to do something, you've got to keep plugging away at it. Journalism is a really good example of that because you need to be quite dogged sometimes in your work and you need to not take no for an answer. You need to keep going back and asking maybe a slightly different question. And I think like that with education, it's important that people, if they want to do something, they've got to keep going for it. So if they don't get quite what they want, they need to talk to the colleges and universities, see if it's acceptable, see if there's another opportunity for them to keep going in their chosen path with the qualifications they have got. But if that's not the case, then go back and do them again and get what you need to do.
The world is your oyster when you get the best education that's appropriate to you, whether you go into apprenticeships, whether you go on to do PhD. Everyone, every skill from retail to cheesemaking, from advanced engineering to medicine, from teaching to being the world's greatest artist needs education to maximise those opportunities.
I think the marketplace is getting more and more competitive and I think that's why it's so important that people make sure they've got the skills and education necessary to back themselves up, to give them the best chance of getting a good job.
I think the future's bright for well-educated people always. I think education in a market that's getting harder and harder and tougher for people to break into and to get good jobs, I think the best investment people can make is in their education.